y'all, Scene's homeboy Drake ain't leaving the drama timeline anytime soon, because how you jump from one mess right into another without even catching a breath? It's like the drama is glued to him. We all saw Drake getting roasted alive after that rap beef that got way too personal. And honestly, the internet crowned Kendrick the winner. No arguments there. And just when Drake thought he could finally breathe a little, releasing a new album with Party Next Door and trying to vibe low-key, boom! He gets dragged right back into the trenches of Beyoncé's internet. And guess who's the main character this time? Yup, Carisha, better known to the streets as Young Miami. So Carisha went on a podcast and y'all, she did not hold back. She straight up exposed Drake's groupie moves, how he be out here tricking hard just for a lil taste. It's been a circus, but it got even crazier when Drake clapped back at Young Miami for running her mouth like that. Like, girl, what you doing mentioning him out of nowhere? But let's unpack it all, because the tea is hot and messy. First off, Drake's been real silent after that whole Kendrick beatdown. And come on, if you ain't been living under a boulder, you know how bad it got. Kendrick snatching Grammys, celebs picking sides, and Drake just staying low, even with his new album out. Now here comes Young Miami on Club Shay Shay podcast, right? They talking about everything under the sun until they mentioned Drake. And that's when it went from zero to messy real quick. Carisha started spilling about how heavy the tricking culture is in Hollywood. Like, on the first date, dudes dropping bags, cars, everything just to vibe with a girl. And yes, she included herself too. Sis even said she can buy a man a whole car just to make sure the tricking stays big. Then she casually dropped that she once asked for all the gifts she gave to a celeb back.
You ever taken a gift back?
Thank you. Surely did. Give back my shit.
Whoa, wait a minute.
I took a gift back. I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did.
Why you give it back? Oh, you went to his place and got it?
No, I said give back my shit.
You said it just like that too, then?
Give back my shit.
What'd he say?
Give it back.
The guy asked you for his ish back. You giving it back?
No.
And yo, I gotta ask, do y'all think it's cool to ask for gifts back once you're done with someone? Personally, I think a gift should stay a gift, but hey, who am I? Carisha kept it pushing, talking about how buying designer stuff is just standard out there. Like a man buying her a Chanel bag or a car is just regular business.
How often does a man have to buy you gifts?
It's cool, you could buy me a bag. It's cool, you could buy me a car. But like us.
Damn, a car? The bag, you were doing good with the bag, maybe some shoes. Damn. And then you ain't gonna want no Camry, you ain't gonna want no Honda, you gonna want Benz or BMW.
I'm just saying, be tricking big these days.
Do they?
Yes.
I mean, a whole car on a first gift? Am I the only one who thinks that's straight up wild? Some people say it's crazy, others are like, that's just rich people stuff. But honey, it's giving desperate. And Miami didn't stop there. Sis said she expects a car for her birthday too. She ain't playing.
That's why don't nobody call me back.
Not for my birthday, I want a car. Vroom.
But hold up. According to the streets, a lot of these famous ladies ain't exactly stacking cash off talent. Nope, they're out here getting spoiled rotten by these industry dudes. And Carisha basically confirmed it. She said Dior bags, YSL shoes, all that designer drip. Child, that's nothing special anymore. That's baseline gifts for the industry girl.
Men be tricking these days. They be buying gifts.
They trick, hold on. I get it, okay. Dior, YSL, LV.
I feel like that's like on a regular. Like a little purse.
And then, enter Drake. Y'all, Young Miami went there. She revealed that Drake's starter pack when he likes a girl is a whole Birkin bag. Like, huh? Starter pack? You mean to tell me Drake out here handing out Birkins like breath mints just to get a date? Maybe I need to shoot my shot. Just kidding, y'all. But woo, the standards are in outer space. And if that wasn't enough, Carisha said Drake even gave her a Crocodile Kelly bag on their very first date. Crocodile, y'all. That's not regular leather. That's, you need a security guard for this bag kind of money. And honestly, it makes total sense if you think
my first date that I just went on recently, it came with a Crocodile Kelly. Like, I wasn't even I was at dinner. My security guard walked in with a big orange box. I'm like, ooh, that's for me. Surprise.
about it. Drake been singing about spoiling women and loving them heavy. The receipts are adding up, but Carisha wasn't finished. She started really opening up, revealing that Drake's groupie plans go deep. If you didn't know, a groupie is basically someone who hangs around celebs hoping to, you know, hook up. And Drake? Yeah, he allegedly been out here scouting. Young Miami said straight up, Drake been handing out Chanel bags at strip clubs and walking out the door with the girls on his arm. And let's be real, he ain't doing that for charity, folks. There's even videos floating around of Drake throwing out designer bags like it's free candy at a parade. Sources close to him even spilled more tea. Apparently, Drake picks out the girls he wants, showers them with gifts. And you can guess the rest. It's not exactly pure intentions, let's just say that. And y'all, this couldn't have come at a worse time for Drake.
With Drake, they really helped put the City Girls on because he featured you guys on one of his songs.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the big break that you guys got?
Mm-hmm. In my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
He's still dealing with messy rumors about having too close relationships with younger girls. Like, remember the weird friendship with Millie Bobby Brown? Fans were already side-eyeing him hard for texting her at 13. Now add in the groupie hunting rumors. Baby, it's a bad look. And when you think about it, groupies can be any age, right? So Drake getting exposed like this just adds more smoke to the fire about his alleged preferences. And honestly, with all these sources and receipts, it's starting to feel way too believable. But back to Carisha. When asked about Drake directly, she couldn't help but gush. Said she still loves him because, let's keep it a buck, Drake the reason City Girls blew up. Without him putting them on, who knows where they'd be. Still, fans are side-eyeing her hard, wondering if she was more than just a friend. Flying her out, spoiling her, meeting up in Miami.
I the champagne poppy.
Yeah.
Always, you know. I felt like Drake was just so genuine. Like, he just literally came. I remember when they told us, like, Drake, what y'all on this song? We was like, what?
Right.
Went in the studio, we recorded the song. You know, he did the video. He brought me out of New Orleans. We performed. I met him in Miami. He just always just like show love, and it was genuine. So,
Girl, that's not giving just homies energy. Some folks even believe Carisha might have been one of Drake's groupies back then. And honestly, looking at her history with Diddy and all that sugar daddy drama, I mean, connect the dots yourself. I'm just reporting, okay? At this point, Drake probably needs a break from the internet dragging him every 5 minutes. Let that man breathe for a second, don't y'all think? But of course, social media got no chill. One user wrote, "Every episode they gotta mention Drake for views. Is this the new norm? Drake is essentially now the Black King." Honestly, I agree with the first part. Let the man chill for a sec. Another person threw shade at Carisha, saying, "This is the entity that was getting paid $250,000 a month by Diddy. She's a prostitute that knew about a lot of abuses that went on, and people still put her on interviews." Whew, heavy accusations. While I don't agree with throwing around names like that, you gotta admit, you don't hang around Diddy and not see some things. But what do y'all think? Is Drake really out here running full-on groupie operations, or is this just Carisha clout chasing for attention? I need to know your thoughts. Drop them in the comments and let's get into it.